Trying to find my camera remote. I don't know where it is. I have two of them, as always. I guess I don't need to be able to work the Zoom without walking over there. So yeah, this is nothing. I'm not doing anything. I have all these stickers that I need to put on the board. I'm working tonight. The family, Lindsay and the boys, are at my in-laws in central Wisconsin tonight, and I do need to do some less elegant stuff inside on the computer. I got some planning to do, and I work on the sawmill plans a little bit, so I'm kind of procrastinating that a little bit. Also, I'm gonna drink this beer. Thought we would hang out and talk a little bit before I do that, I guess. If anyone has any questions, I'm here for that. No jet lag. No, we got back on Tuesday. And I had a really bad cold, so I went to bed early, and then like jet lag was fine after that, but I was still sick. So Wednesday and Thursday I was kind of out sick, didn't really get anything done. Friday our nanny called in sick, so I didn't really work at all other than doing wood talk. And then today, Saturday, I did my shop update, started cleaning the shop, started working on the Alfie table again, doing this, and then I'm doing the office stuff. So that's my life. I'm gonna open this beer now. I finally feel better today. I don't know about you, but like when I get sick, I don't get sick that often, but when I do, it's terrible. And I just hate the feeling of not feeling like doing anything. I do not enjoy that feeling. Just like all I want to do is just sit around. I have no motivation to do anything. And I feel like I didn't get anything done the last whatever days. And now I'm finally like, today I finally felt well enough to actually get on camera and talk and didn't feel all congested and nasally. This is delicious, by the way. I've only been drinking wine for the last 2 weeks. Man flu. Yeah, I definitely had the man flu. I'm very weak when it comes to getting sick. But Lindsay takes care of me. She's nice about that. Trying to make sure I don't have any duplicates. I think I have Mancrafting on here already somewhere. Does anyone see Chad's sticker up there already? I swear I had this already somewhere. Maybe I don't. I guess if I do, it's up there twice. Yeah, I got a lot of stickers. Wow. This is a lot of stickers. This many stickers. Oh, wait, here's another one. Wait, here's another one. Here's another one. Oh boy, here's another one. Okay. So, we're going to put up some stickers. That's a lot of people. I'm going to run out of space on here. Let me see if anyone has any questions. I can talk while I'm doing this. Oh. No, Art, the sticker thing has not diminished. It's only gotten more insane. And like, oh, look, another one. I have a lot of people's stickers, but like, it's not even scratching the surface of like how many people have stickers out there. It's kind of ridiculous. Make sure I got them all here. Oh, maybe I'll fill up my bingo card. Oh, man. Let me see if anybody had any questions in here. What is the weight rating on my log trailer from Keith? And do you ever need more? So the weight rating on the trailer is somewhere around 5,000 pounds or so. The axles are rated for 3,500 pounds a piece. So it's a total weight of 7,000 pounds. I have not weighed my trailer, but I'm guessing it weighs somewhere around 1,500 to 2,000 pounds. It's pretty stupid heavy. So carry capacity is around 5,000 pounds, which is a pretty good sized log. Maybe I'll zoom in so you can see who these stickers are. It's probably going to be like the back of my head. But thank you to everyone who gave me a sticker, sent me a sticker, etc. This is probably going to be the back of my head. I am sorry. No? Yeah, that's fine. Because I am right-handed. Let's put this guy right here. It's a good corner sticker. What's this? Has anyone ever told me that I look and sound like a combination between Ray Romano and Demetri Martin? I have not heard that exact combination before, but Demetri Martin, very common thing for me to be confused with. I already have Brian's up here. Also, Ricky Rubio, a lot, especially here in Minnesota, where the Timberwolves are. Anytime that the NBA is in season, I get harassed almost out in public because people think that I am actually him. And they do not believe me when I tell them that I am not. They think that I am him messing with them, and they want to take pictures with me, which I have done on occasion. So sorry for impersonating you, Ricky Rubio. It's not my fault. People think that I am you. But I find it easier to just play along to get out of the situation than keep fighting it. So that's my life. One of my latest thoughts on the Laguna Dust Collector. That's over there. I don't really have any latest thoughts. They've been the same thoughts. It's nice to have a system that's actually powerful enough for the machines in my shop, and it suits the shop quite well. Obviously, the downside to this collector is that because it is short and compact, the separation is not that great. So the thing you're kind of trading off with is you can fit this machine in a low ceiling like I have here, but you lose that separation, so you have to clean a filter pretty often. So if you don't have the height limitation and you're looking at the 3 horsepower model, you're getting pretty close to the same price as a full-size Cyclone anyway. Just get a full-size Cyclone. Don't get this one. Andy's Workshop. Put this somewhere cool. No. Try to go cool with this. It's not working. I guess I gotta show you them all. Nah, it's too far away. Pizza sticker on the lathe. I have a couple more of those somewhere. Oh, they're over there. See, that's how much I know. I didn't even know he got traded. Hey, see? Now, that's probably why no one bothered me this year. Or recently. I don't really pay attention to sports. It's not my thing. Tommy is in the chat. Definitely check out his channel if you haven't already. Makes pretty amazing instruments. Really awesome guy. Super nice. Just click his name. Sticker peeler certification. I am terrible at peeling stickers. Yeah, definitely gonna fill this up pretty quickly. Ooh. We are still house hunting, going to an open house tomorrow. So we'll see what that looks like. Do, 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 do. Keith asks, big question about the dust collector. How often do I lose the remote? I have never lost the remote because I keep it clipped to my tripod. So I always know where it is. I know myself too well. It is tiny. I will lose it. I lost the remote from my old collector all the time, and it was bigger. So that one's on a little key fob. It stays clipped right to the tripod. I always know where my camera is. I always know where my dust collector remote is. Some stickers are just hard to peel. Yes, you need a tripod in your shop just for that reason, just to hold the remote. No other reason. Let's see. Put that here maybe? Probably find a small one to put there. There's a lot of stickers here. Did I say that already? Pick up the pace. I already put that up. Okay, so duplicates. And it's nice when people send like more than one, but then I get confused about if I put that sticker up already. Oh, this fits in here nicely. It's also kind of fun to figure out how to nest them all nice and make a cool pattern or arrangement. Brothers Make, those guys are super nice. Met them at Maker Central. Like, I just got Rob's sticker, but I'm pretty sure I have had Rob's sticker for some long length of time. It might be in the tool cabinet. I've got more in there. Like Paul's, I have Paul's sticker here too, but I'm like pretty sure I've had Paul's sticker for like 3 years somewhere else. Well, it's up there now. Like, and Chris's sticker, I'm pretty sure I've had her sticker too, like for years. This cannot be the first time this sticker has been in my shop. But, put it up. Beer time. Beer break. These are all from sticker swaps. So, most of the ones I'm putting up now are the ones that I got when I was in the UK at Maker Central. So these are like in-person sticker swaps. And then I have a few here that I'm putting up that were done via the mail. There you go, Tommy. Your sticker's on the board. Which I'm pretty sure I had like your old sticker or something somewhere. I don't know. Oh. I forgot who sent me like these. Someone sent me a giant sticker. I haven't put it up. I forget who it was. They sent me a giant one and a small one. I'm like, I'll just put the normal size one. I could send out giant stickers like that, I guess, if I really wanted to. Kind of beer. This is the Two Hearted Ale, the American IPA, the standard one with the fish on it. Thanks to my buddy Ben. Brought me some beers last time he was here, and didn't stick around to drink them. On the right panel of my tool chest, or this panel. You're up there twice. Enjoy it. Gotta find a good place for Chads. Yeah, right here. There we go. And two more. All right. I am in Minnesota. Looks like I got a good spot right here. Ugh, this guy. Maybe. Yeah. I get a little partial cover. Okay, I think that is all of them that I know of. Nope, never mind. Find out one. It's like never ending. Okay, I think that is it. These backings to get rid of. I'll put up Steven's thing. Oh, this is a sticker. I did not know this was a sticker. This little origami shirt thing. Let me get a little closer. This thing's pretty cool. Check that out. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. This is probably the most unique sticker out of anybody's. Where should I put this now? This might have to go right here. Right on the bracket thing. There. I like that. That's a good look. Okay, well there's the new stickers. Anybody want us to take a look? For whatever reason, I'm going to see if anybody has any questions while I drink this beer. When I move, I will bring these panels with me. I don't know if they will go in like the door of the shop or wherever they're gonna go, or if I'll just pull all the stickers off or whatever, but I'll just take the whole panel out of the door and take it with me. I'm not particularly worried about that part. Is Minnesota close to Texas? That's about 1,000 miles. So, depends, maybe. It's relative. It's closer to Texas than it is to Europe, I guess. Yeah, I still have 2 logs sitting in the driveway that I got back in November. Those are spalted maple. We're starting to get into that time of year again where people are cutting down trees, or trees are falling down from storms or whatever, so I'm sure I'll be out picking up something at some point, which should be nice, except my sawmill's not put together yet, so they will sit once again until they finish a sawmill. Ooh. Let's see where my chair thing go. Pancake, what are you doing? You sleeping? Always sleeping, this dog. You want to say hi? Should you say hi? Do you want to look over here, or you just want to like show everybody your butt? Pancake, 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 pancake. Oh, hi. You're looking cute tonight. You know that? Oh, now you're gonna look at us. All right. Ooh. Happy Saturday, everyone. Oh, boy. Oh, crap everywhere. Pancake is never amused. Oh man, so I gotta find a place to put all these extra stickers. Well, there we go. If I move, whenever that happens, I have duplicates of some of the stickers, so I gotta like to put up some more. Oh, I found another one. No, that's another. Oh, that's a small one. Small version of one that's up there already. Okay. Cards. Those are important too. Am I looking for a bigger shop when I move? I'm looking for a place with no shop, because I'd like to actually build exactly what I want instead of trying to compromise with what's already there. So, just somewhere that has space to build my dream shop. I was going to try and go to Youngblood today for the Art of World. I didn't have a chance to make it out there. I think I'll try and go tomorrow around noon, I think. I'm going to that open house at 1. I'm meeting Lindsay out there with the kids, so maybe I'll swing by that before that open house thing. Yeah, that should work. So yeah, I'll swing by tomorrow. Last day. Looks like there's gonna be a lot of really cool stuff there. There is a lot of cool stuff there. Been watching that on Instagram. Am I going to build Shopzilla like April did? Yeah, probably. Very likely. Evan asks, is building your own sawmill worth the work? That is a interesting question. It depends on the type of person you are and what you're looking to get out of it. If you haven't done any fabrication stuff before, like I hadn't, you're going to get a lot of learning out of it, which I think is more valuable than the end product itself. But the end product itself is also has a lot of value, because you end up with a better built mill than you could even buy for less money than you could probably ever pay for one. at least if you're going to go that big. So you get a whole bunch of knowledge and you get an amazing piece of machinery, and I think that's worth more than anything you could pay for one of those things. So that's my take on it. It really depends on how you want to approach it and your thoughts on that, because it is a very large project. Although I've done much larger projects as far as time commitment goes, there's a lot to it, especially if you haven't done anything like that before. But it's not difficult to go through the steps. Just like everything else that looks complicated, once you start going through the steps and breaking it down that way, it's not all that complicated, which is nice. First time milling rough quarter sawn oak tomorrow. Any tips on quarter sawing? Not really. I've only done it once. It's a lot of work, kind of a pain in the ass. I don't really do it very often. That's probably why. Mostly that, and because I get enough quarter sawn stock from the plain sawn boards, so I'm happy with that. I get enough out of those to not justify actually needing to quarter saw a whole log. So. Am I trying to stay close to the present home when you move? No, we're trying to move closer to where Lindsay works. So we live on the west side-ish of the city, or the northwest side of the city, or the metro area right now. She works on the east side, like the far east side, out in like the east suburb kind of area. So we're trying to find something over there so that her commute is a lot shorter than it is now. But somewhere in the metro area still. Not leaving the state, not leaving the area, I guess. I'm scrolling back up here. We'll see how this goes. Usually this goes poorly and it just jumps all over the place. Okay, I think I'm back to where I was looking before. Sorry. Oh, it's moved again on me. All right, I'm just going to go back to the bottom again. I don't know why this is so spastic. It's really annoying. How much did you clean your flame before playing the butt on Instagram? I just blew out any sawdust that was in there. I blew out any sawdust that was on the bench and then just put it down. It's wood dust and like fibers and stuff, so I'm not too worried about eating that kind of stuff. And I did eat all those pancakes, and they were quite good. I think people seem to like the butter thing. I am doing well, CN250. What's up, Tom? Maybe get a machine for moving logs around when you get a new place. The day we find a new place, I'm getting a machine. That is my housewarming present. I don't have one here because it would destroy my driveway. I don't do anything often enough here to actually really justify needing one and keeping it around, and I have nowhere to store it. So I'm not in the ideal place to have that kind of machinery. But I get by with my trailer, which is actually the majority of the fun for me, is figuring that stuff out and getting those things moved around with just the trailer. Do I sell much of the lumber I saw? I sell almost all of it. I cannot use that much myself. I don't really have anything drying indoors because we've been looking for that house and we're not really sure we're going to move, so I haven't been really moving much inventory around. So there's actually nothing drying in the basement of the house right now. And there hasn't been anything drying in the basement since September. What's up, Scott? Welcome to the party. Would I like to get into blacksmithing? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't I've never tried it, so I've never dabbled in it. I have no idea if I would like it. I definitely don't have the space for it now. And I don't know if I have the time to kind of get down that rabbit hole. I have a lot of other commitments in the woodworking realm. Hello, Pancake. So I don't know if I have the capacity to go down another rabbit hole of things, I guess. Not sure if we're going to keep this house or not to rent. I really don't want to. I have zero desire to be a landlord. And there's a lot of things that this house is going to need over the years, which is going to decrease its profitability. So I don't know if this is the right home for us to be landlords of, but I understand the decision. I guess. What is my next build? I'm just doing the Elfie table now. I'm going to do a welding table. I got the grinder, the belt grinder to build. And then the sawmill put back together, finish up that manual version, finish up the sawmill plans, slap the logs in the driveway. And then the next guild build is in July, and that'll be a sideboard. What is my experiences in kiln after air drying, or just move indoors to a certain point to be under 15%? Out to farm with Jim, we would air dry down to, I like to see it like in the low 20s before I went in the kiln, and then it would dry down to whatever, 6 or 8%, whatever it was that time of year. I get the same kind of results in the basement though, so I don't know, I've done both. I don't personally like kiln dried wood, at least heat kiln dried wood. Tends to be a lot more brittle, not as much fun to work. If you're just doing machine stuff, you probably won't notice, but if you're using hand tools or things like that, it's very, very different. I'm not keeping up enough. Tommy, I could always just ship you something if you want. Pay the import tax or whatever, the duty, whatever fees. Have I heard of Maker Faire? I have heard of Maker Faire. It is this weekend. I did not go because I just went to Maker Central. Peter asks, Big Matt. I don't know if that's me or not, because I am certainly not big. Would you recommend social media in order to start selling your woodworking projects, or will a website and word of mouth be plenty? Well, see, the thing about social media is it is word of mouth, and it is fairly accessible for most people. So I highly recommend, at least in this day and age, to do all three. I guess word of mouth outside of social media is kind of part of the whole thing anyway, but you definitely need a website. And you should probably definitely be on social media at this point. Butter. I bring out the Barnwood bottle opener when we have the bottles outside. If anyone's ever over on the patio. That's like right in the drawer over here in the shop. Still have it, still use it. I don't think I have any bottles right now though. Just have all of these cans left. I know you're building a solar kiln, Dylan. If anyone wants to build a solar kiln, go check out Dylan's channel. He's doing videos on it. So my friend Jim's got a solar kiln out at the farm. For me personally, I didn't really care for the wood that came out of it, just because it was just, it's kiln dried. I don't really like kiln dried. That's about it. Since I'm the main consumer of most of the wood, I still like my air dried lumber in the basement, because that's still, it gives me the best of, actually gives me the same thing as kiln dried as far as schedule goes. Roughly the same kind of schedule, because you would still air dry first before going in the kiln. Then the kiln will knock it down to the final moisture content. I can control the drying rate in the basement well enough that I can get the same exact drying schedule as the solar kiln drying schedule, with the air drying and then kiln drying. whatever that time was. That's the same as the time in the basement, and I have a lot less stress built up on the wood from the stuff I do in the basement. So I've never really had a desire to build my own here. I also don't have any sunny places here. My entire lot is entirely shade, so that would not be very effective here, at least. So there's that too. Also, I can't have any more accessory structures on this property, which isn't really a problem because I don't have anywhere to put it anyway. So, so there is that, I guess. My thoughts on old growth sequoia redwood. I don't really have any thoughts. Unfortunately, I've never used redwood for anything. I've never worked with it. Sounds like it's cool stuff though. Yeah, so if you're not familiar with Jim over at the Tradesman channel, he had an accident, I think like a week ago. He's building a timber framed shop, and he fell from the second story, so he's been in the hospital. I think he landed 12-foot drop. He landed on his foot, and he shattered like his ankle and his tibia and fibula, I think. Is that right? Tibia? Is that your leg thing? That's the arm thing. I forget. It's been so long since anatomy, but he's in a bad shape. But if you want to learn anything about timber framing, he's the guy. I wish I had a good way to like put a link to his channel. Maybe someone can, I don't know if you guys can put links in the description and maybe put the channel name in the description for me. That'd be great. Jim's a great guy. And I hope he has a good recovery, because it's not good. Tommy, let me know if you want anything. I have shipped to Canada before. Depends what you want, I guess, and how big a piece you want. It's not terrible, especially where you are with lumber prices the way they are, and lumber prices here, it might end up being close to what you're used to as far as pricing goes. My favorite wood to mill and to work with. I think cherry for both of those. No, wait. Cherry for milling for sure, because it has a really nice odor to it, or smell. I guess odor is kind of a negative type of word, but it has a good smell to it. It's very sweet smelling when you mill it. It's just very nice. And probably walnut for workability. I really enjoy working with walnut with hand tools. It works really nicely, but I still like the look of cherry in the finished piece the best. So I'm kind of a cherry boy. Kiln dried wood has more stress in it than air dried. Anytime, yes, anytime we speed up the drying process, because any of those processes use air to remove moisture from the surface of the or from the wood, and that's drying it using a it's moisture differential. So the moisture travels from the wetter center out to the drier outside, is trying to reach equilibrium. The faster you want, or the faster, if you try and get it to dry faster, you dry the outside faster, which causes more moisture to leave faster towards the middle and starts trying to migrate. If you dry it too fast, though, the problem is you build up a lot more stresses on the wood, and sometimes you might not notice it, sometimes you do. If it's really dried too fast, that's case hardening. That's when you like try and cut something and it just pinches the blade, or it goes right across part. So there's that part of it too. But every single time I've had a piece of kiln dried material in here, even commercially kiln dried, it is incredible the difference between the stuff that I produce and the stuff that is commercially kiln dried. The stuff that I produce, I can rip it in half most of the time on the table saw or the bandsaw or whatever. The kerf at the end of the cut stays exactly the same. The boards aren't going past each other, and things aren't moving as you're releasing any tension that might be in the wood. It's just something you can notice. And then on like the hand tool side, the best way to describe it is air dried material is more buttery. It feels less dusty and brittle, and it just works a lot easier with hand tools. So there's that, I guess. Oh, look at all the stuff down here. There's a lot of cherry here. That's for sure, Dylan. It's like everywhere here. Just scored a black walnut? Tom, that's awesome. What thickness would you suggest for a 32-inch black walnut trunk? It depends what you want to do with it. If you want a full width slab, usually what I do for slabs around that size is figure out your final thickness you want. So usually I aim for a final thickness around 2 inches. That's like surfaced. And then I'll go about a ½ inch or so bigger than that. And that'll give you an allocation for a little bit of shrinking and mostly for surfacing to get the thing back into flat after it's dried. So that's my little methodology. As everybody asks me all the time why I cut stuff so thick. Well, it's just because by the time you surface something that's 2.5 inches thick at this wide, you're going to be taking off at least a ¼ inch, if not more, from both faces. You're going to be down under 2 inches for your final thickness. So if you want a tabletop that's 1 3/4 or 2 inches thick, you're going to be at 10/4 for your starting thickness. I'm going to have some beer. Pancake, you want to say hi again? You can stare at me? This froze again. A pancake. Oh, it froze for me, so I don't know. Ah, this live streaming stuff. Where do I sell my lumber? Right here in my backyard. I haven't been selling much lately because I haven't really been cutting much with the impending possible move for the last, I don't know, 10 months or whatever. I haven't been really focusing on that. What's up, Mike? How's it going, man? I see this camera placement is kind of goofy. That's all right. What's up, Jim? How you doing, man? Happy Saturday. Always talking to myself. It's like what I do all day. This is really, really behind, by the way. I just saw myself come and sit back down. However long that has been, at least a minute. Maybe it's because I'm not live anymore. That's why. My thing is behind. It's so dumb. Good night, Greg. You're lucky this isn't a serious event, Scott. Will it break down to small components or you need a large trailer? What are you talking about, Dylan? Did I miss a comment at some point? Oh, here it is. Waiting to disassemble the mill to move it? Not really. The carriage comes right off the track, so that gets loaded separately from the track, and then that's it. It's not... I'll do a video when I move it. I'll do a video when I move everything. I think people are the most excited to see the mill be moved. It's going to be the easiest thing that I move. It's super accessible. It's right in the middle of the driveway. I designed it to be moved, so it's not going to be that exciting unless I drop it. And then we'll really see how well built it is. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm laughing at myself. People are talking to me on Instagram too. How wide is the track? The track is, I don't know what the outside dimension is. It would be 71 plus 4, 75 inches wide. The track weighs 1,500 pounds. I have to look at the steel numbers again, but I think it was 1,500 pounds. So not super crazy. The saw head is 1,000 pounds, around there. So it should be pretty easy to move with a forklift is the idea. I'll either probably rent a forklift for here. That way I can move all of the machines onto a trailer pretty easily and move the mill onto a trailer as well. I could weld an axle under it and then pay all the money for a oversized permit or whatever, however that works, and try and fly down the road with that thing. That sounds terrible. I just put it on a trailer. It's cheaper. Do I enjoy the outdoor swing bed? I don't have it anymore. That was my last commission I ever did. I'm never going to do a commission again, I don't think. I had it over the summer because I never came to pick it up until like late August. So that was super great. I'm definitely going to build myself one at some point whenever we have somewhere to put one, or I guess at the new house, whenever we get that, because it is super nice. Like, it's nice. It's like a hammock, except actually comfortable. I enjoy turning. I haven't turned in a long time. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. I turned when I did the Highboy. I turned all the finials, which has actually been around. I turned those in December, so it's already been like 5+ months since I turned. Yeah, I like turning. Just don't do it that much, I guess. It's usually a outlet for me to get away from the world of square and whatever, square furniture, boxy furniture, whatever. But the waterfall tables kind of solve that problem too, because there's no, I don't know, normal stuff with that either, which is nice. How much would I charge? You have to charge to build someone. Build one for someone. Build what? Is there another comment that I missed? I'm sorry, Jerry. I'm not sure which thing you're referring to me building. I don't do any commission stuff, so there's that, I guess. Congratulations on the mill, Matt. That's awesome. What's my time zone? I'm in the Central Time Zone, so this is 10:30 here. Still early. Still got a few hours left in the day to get some more work done. What's up, Dave? Dave says, hope your vacation was relaxing. It was fantastically relaxing, except Rome. Rome was not relaxing. How do I like my new Laguna dust collector? I think you can go back. I answered that question like the first thing, but basically it's great to have the right amount of power, the right amount of suction for the shop. But the drawback with this machine is it has pore separations, so you're going to clean the filter a lot more, but it fits under a small ceiling. That being said, if you're looking at the 3-horse, either the C-Flux or the P-Flux, especially the P-Flux, because it's like $2,500, and you don't have a low ceiling, just buy a full-size Cyclone. It's like the same footprint, but you'll have much, much better separation, and you won't have to worry about cleaning the filter all the time. Boris the Builder. There you go. I said your name. Any chance you have a meet and greet in early August? Possibly. Here at my house, probably. I don't know. It's almost time for one. It's finally warm out again. I gotta actually schedule one. What's my favorite Minnesota beer? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I like everything. I don't really have... I don't play favorites. If it's beer, I drink it. That's about it. Have my Grizzly tools held up well? Are they worth it? I think they're worth it. I have had great, I don't know, let's call it luck, I guess, with my, three Grizzly tools, the lathe, the planer, and the jointer. I guess I had the smaller planer before that. That was Grizzly as well. That's been good. The only problems I've had with any of these machines is the start capacitor on the planer went out, I think 2 years ago, but that planer is now 20 years old, so I don't know, it was an easy fix, cheap fix. The jointer, the bolt or the nut that holds the arbor onto, not the arbor, that holds the pulley onto the shaft of the motor, that came loose and came out, so the keyway, or the key came out of the keyway, and that was kind of annoying, but that was an easy fix as well. But that's also like 7 years old, so I don't know. Time. Been good though. Well, if you're going to be up here, maybe I can schedule it for when you're here. Otherwise, we can hang out. Big Nasty Matt. Oh, Peter, I like these names you have for me. Tell us more about Rome. Why wasn't it relaxing? Also, I'll be in your I'll be in your area visiting friends early July. So I'll have 2 meetups apparently, one in July and one in August. So yeah, Rome. Rome I don't think Rome is for me. When I think of vacation, I think like time to relax and like just being like peaceful, tranquil. That's what I think vacation. Rome is the opposite of a vacation for me. There are so many people there, and it's honestly, it's a very dirty city, a very busy city, and I just didn't like it that much. The ruins, they're really cool, but there's too many damn people there. There's so many tourists, and I understand that me being there is part of that problem, but there are so many people there that you cannot even enjoy the actual sights to see that well. The Vatican was terrible. I was looking forward to going to the Vatican, because I've heard about it all my life. I'm Catholic. I was raised Catholic. I heard about it all the time growing up. We went there. We went through the Vatican museums, which would have been incredible. They had so many amazing things there. You couldn't stop to look at anything because you were literally side to side, front to back, people all the way down the hallways, because the museums are just these halls you walk down. You can't look at anything. You can't stop. You can't be that guy who stops because everyone's shuffling through together. And luckily we had the guided tours, so at least they were telling us things about the things we were like shuffling by. But I don't know. I don't like being around that many people that close all the time. And then in the Sistine Chapel, it was exactly the same as that. You were packed literally like sardines, sitting there. You can smell everybody's BO. You're all trying to look at the ceiling and not smack your head in someone else's head. It's not that pleasant. And then out in the city, there's people everywhere, and the Trevi Fountain, just people. You can see the fountain. Luckily, the fountain is water, and people aren't allowed to go in there. But the area around it is solid people. You really can't even get down there to take a picture if you wanted to, because everyone else is trying to do that. I think Lindsay and I, our favorite example of this was the Spanish Steps. Everyone said, go see the Spanish Steps. They're really amazing. We have a picture of the Spanish Steps. You can't even tell there's steps there. It just looks like a stadium with people sitting there because every single stair, all the way across, there's just people sitting on them, even on the railings. You couldn't see anything. I don't know. I think Rome is oversold just a little bit. And it's not even like, it's just starting to get into the busy season now. So I don't even know what it'd be like if you were to go like now through like August when it's like the busy season. That, I don't know. I'm definitely not into that kind of thing at all. But that being said, I think it's worth going at least once in your life to see that stuff. Seeing the Colosseum in person, that was really incredible. Also too many people there. Seeing all the things around that area, going through the Roman Forum, that was nice. The best, honestly, the best part of the whole thing was going through Palatine Hill. There is an area that overlooks the Roman Forum where all the tourists go to take pictures, but then they neglect the whole area. I think it's to the west, but right at the border, like right when it starts, is where everybody hangs out, and there's this whole area that way. No one goes that way, so that's where you want to go. That's where all the cool stuff is. You want to see some ruins without like a big jillion people there. That's where you want to go. Everywhere else is just too many people, and there's garbage everywhere. It's so dirty. Don't go by the river either. Terrible. But Positano, that's where you want to go. That was fantastic. I would go there, like, for every vacation. And there's like 1,000 comments now. Oh, you going to the Grizzly showroom on Monday? That was a fun trip. I went there for 45 minutes. I drove 10 hours and I was there for 45 minutes. What's my favorite YouTube channel? I don't really have any favorites. I like to watch whatever interests me in the moment, I guess. I watch a lot of other, whatever you want to call this type of stuff you're watching right now. Woodworking and like making type videos, and try and watch a lot of new stuff. Things like that, I guess. I would like to make it out to Northern California. Don't have any plans yet, but I would like to. I have, for travel plans this year, I have, we're going to be in Toronto in July for my cousin's wedding. I don't know when we're going or how long we're staying. I still got to figure that out. I should probably do that pretty soon. And then I'll be at IWF in Atlanta at the end of August. I think that's it. That's all I have planned right now, I think. At least. This is Trout Slayer? Alright, good for me. I do like this stuff. You're welcome, Peter. That's my fun little rant about Rome. Anything interesting in Minnesota to see? Depends how far you want to go, because like I'm like barely into Minnesota. Like there's a lot of stuff to the north of me, and that's kind of like where all of the interesting stuff is, especially as you get up into like Lake Superior. In that area, that's probably like the most, I don't know, it's probably one of the most beautiful areas. We were there, what, 3-4 weeks ago at a cabin, and it was just absolutely beautiful up there. If you're a tourist, you can go to the Mall of America. I don't really recommend going there unless you like crowded places. It's not really my thing. I'm here. Is that a attraction? I'm sure there's a lot of interesting things. There's like around the Twin Cities, there's Minnehaha Falls, which is a nice little park with a little waterfall thing there. I'm not that well traveled within the state, I guess. But there's some cool stuff. I'm sure there's plenty of interesting things. Every state seems to have something interesting. Dima is good. He's up on Lake Superior, taking a little family vacation. He's not making videos anymore. The floors are holding up well. The finish is holding up like remarkably well. My kids are fantastic finish testers. That stuff is holding up really nice. It's nice. Like those floors should have been scratched to hell already, but they are. There's only a few spots where like some like really heavy scratches or denting happen, but everywhere else where like the toys run around all the time, it's fine. Just dropped your Grizzly planer down a flight of stairs. Sounds like a good way to get into the basement, I guess. Good night, David. Okay, there's Mankato. You can go to Mankato. I have no idea what's in Mankato. Besides Steve. I'll tell you, I'm not that well traveled. Like I don't know, like I drove through Rochester a lot as I was driving up from La Crosse all the time to visit Lindsay. Like I never stopped there, so I have no idea what's even there. There you go. Jerry says Canada is the best thing to see in Minnesota. International Falls in January. That sounds terrible. Terrible. What time is it? Oh. I gotta get some work done. Let me answer a few more, and then I'll go get some work done for real. Boo! I like how Scott now talks to me on here instead of on the chat. Thank you, Scott. Evening from Manitoba. Hope you're having a nice long weekend. That was like a half sick weekend. Will you ever tell us what's on the secret note in the highway? It's not that exciting. I wrote like, what did I write? I gotta look on the camera. I recorded it when I wrote it. It was like just like facts about what's going on with my life right now. It's like my kids' names and their ages. My Lindsay's name, how long I've been married for, that the Highboy was the summer 2017 Guild project. I put the address, I think I put the home address. So I put the address of where it was built, my name. I think that's it. Nothing super crazy. Just if someone ever was in there for whatever reason, they dropped it down a flight of stairs and broke the top or whatever, they'd find a note and know that I made it at this house on that day, I guess. Maybe they would find my kids if I'm dead or something. What was the hardest thing you learned in woodworking and anything you said screw it? I haven't really said screw it to anything yet. I seem to somehow magically get to the end. Somehow? I don't know. It was like the hardest thing. Maybe like, I don't know, maybe dovetailing. Only because it took so much practice. But even that was just going through the motions. I don't know. I can tell the best lesson I learned was make your own lumber. Save a lot of money. My patio furniture, would you recommend the same process for a kitchen counter? I don't know. Maybe? I'd be worried about like knives, I guess, cutting through that film. But otherwise, I think it would be pretty good for that. You would have great water resistance, great durability. Yeah, maybe. If you want a thick film, I guess that's the other thing too. Is if you're looking for like close to the wood finish, that is not the finish for that. If you want a really thick film, then yeah, that would be a good finish for it, I guess. I'm going to buy my Grizzly lathe again. But I buy something different. I buy this again because I got a really good deal on it. I got it from a guy who just upgraded to a Powermatic and was selling this for $700. I think it was like half price new. And it's been really great. I do, like in the back of my mind, still want a bigger lathe just for turning bigger stuff because I don't really turn spindles super often or anything small. But I do like, when I turn, I like to turn bowls, and I want to turn some bigger stuff. So maybe something bigger that's got more weight to it and has more swing. There we go. Swing over the bed. That's the word for it. Table outside is still in good shape. It looks like the same as the day I built it, which is nice. It's been almost 2 years. It's been through 2 winters already. All right, I think I'm gonna head in. I get some other work done, and is this frozen again? It's just spinning for me. I don't know if it's frozen or not. Oh well. All right, I'm gonna head in and get some actual work stuff done, get some writing done, and all that good stuff. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hope everyone's having a great, what day is it, Saturday? Have a good night, sleep well, and I love you. How do I turn this off? Oh yeah, on here. All right, I'll see you all later. Have a good one, everyone.